All right, cool. So again, being in the US, playing college football,
Yes,
right? And then you get this Rookie of the Year award,
yeah.
right? And your coach tells you, okay, you need to start thinking, man. What do you want? Do you
Mm.
really want to pursue this dream, right? So then my question is there any particular team that you wanted to play for in the US when you,
Yes,
yeah,
and New York Red Bulls.
New York Red
New York
Bulls,
Red
yeah?
Bulls were the
Mhm.
team that I wanted, really, really wanted to play for,
Mm, mm, mm.
because I was based in New York, and it felt like home. And at that time, New York was pretty good. Thierry Henry played there, like I say, and some other big players, and I used to go there with my teammates and my team to go watch some games, and just being there, the atmosphere in the stadium, the fans, the way they were treating their players, and I was like, maybe one day it would be a dream to walk through these tunnels.
So, how would you compare that to how the fans are treating their players in Europe?
I mean, United States is so big when it comes to sport. So
Fair enough.
yeah, if you are a player for New York Red Bull or New York City, bro, come on, man, they will give everything that you want. You'll be treated like a king. Like, no wonder Messi is there over there. So it was. It was pretty. It's pretty good, and just the fans, they give everything. During the game, before the game, outside they have these what do you call this? You have like trucks outside where they will grill food and for free, drinks, everything is like, it's almost as American football, but just soccer.
Yeah, of course.
So that's how the fans were. And they would give everything for the club, and that means a lot. It gives you a sense of belonging. Like, I want to be there.
Of course, that's the beautiful thing about this game, isn't
Yes,
it? Bringing
yes,
people together, and the harmony and
It is.
passion.
Right.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
United States, when we come to passion, man, they will scream, "Shut up, fuck you, fuck off." Like the passion, even in trainings. In our training, my coaches were
Tough.
yeah.
Tough love.
Yeah, tough every day. Every day was tough. You couldn't cry. I remember it was so tough.
What would
one
you
day.
cry, bro?
Yes, my first year.
Yeah.
They will bully you
Yeah.
because they want to get the best out of you. But if like you don't understand it and you don't get it, my first year I was like, this guy don't want me don't want to have me around because not just on the field outside. But then my second year I was like, now I get it. It's to get it to make you even more tougher.
Yes, get you pissed and get that. Use that
beast.
anger, like
Yes.
energy to.
Yes,
I see.
and I would just be used on the field, so I became like a beast. I didn't care who you are, how big you are, who your name was.
Beast mode.
Yes, every time.
Yeah. All right, cool. And so, did you get the chance to actually train with that team? With
Yes, New York Red Bull. Yes, we had like a 3-day trial. And man, let me tell you this, bro. It's crazy stories because the first time we were there, we get there and then you walk in a room, all the best players in the country, bro.
Yeah.
Players from Africa, South America, some even from the United States and everywhere around Europe. And I remember our first session, we had to warm up, and then you have like a box, called a tisker på norsk, eller fyrkant. And then after that, the coach was like, but we're going to start with running before everything.
Okay.
Man, I was fit. I was prepared.
But was that pre-season?
This is no pre-season. This is the tryout.
Just the trial. Okay.
That's tryout. So they can see who they can bring in.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fit. I was prepared. I was like, nobody's going to beat me in this running. Boy, oh boy, if I thought I was fit, people are fit in this world. People were running, passing by me, And I was like, man, it seems like they want it more than I do. Looking back, I'm like, I was like, no, I need to up my game. So I start running crazy as well. And that also was beautiful because you're competing against the best of the best. And it was a really good time, those tryouts. And we played a couple games, and I feel like I did really, really well. My first game, I didn't play well. I played 45 minutes, and I remember I was disappointed in my performances. But again, I remember because I was nervous, being nervous around some of the best players in the entire country are there, and you don't know how you're going to perform. I was a little bit scared. But after my first 45 minutes, the first game, and then I was sitting on the bench, I was seeing how the other players were playing. I was like, man, I can do this. This is too easy. So the second game, I was cooking.
Yeah. Again, I think, being able to recognize that, I'm struggling, man. What's wrong? Like, I thought I was fit, but these guys, they're different, right? You recognize that.
Yes.
And then from there, you start analyzing the situation.
Yes. And analyzing and also sitting there, when you're upset, when I'm upset, I always kind of try to calm myself and see why I'm upset or what's the reason. And I remember sitting on the bench and I was like, why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? And that's kind of hit myself. I was like, you're doing this for you, so get out there and do it. You know, because there's no one else I was doing it for. So the second game, I was like, okay, now I know I'm doing this. You know, for me and my family. And
that's the skill, man. You know, it's like, again, I don't know who said this, but like recognizing that your why, you know, the why you're doing something, you know, because that made you forget about the nervousness.
Yes, of course.
That made you forget about how fit this other guy
exactly.
is.
Everything. Because then I started thinking all the Christmas that I didn't come home, that I stayed in college.
The sacrifice
that I made, the sweat that was. I was like, wait, am I going to give all this for 3 tryouts? I didn't come home back to Norway for like 3 years. Just being there, grinding every day. I used to have my own coach that will stay with me at school and training me every single day while everybody else is home for Christmas. I'll wake up, I'll get to school, we'll train if it's, you know, lifting or playing football. Then I'll go back home, I'll eat food, I'll spend my day alone.
But how was
maybe
that?
Meet some friends. It was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough. Yeah. But it makes you become a strong person. Then it drives you to have this mentality of being strong and tough. I mean, I liked it because it shaped me for the person I am today. And that I agreed to do. Because I remember my coach was like, my first time I wanted to come home, after my first freshman year. I was like, Coach, I think I'm going to go home for Christmas and everything. Is like, Serge, you remember what we talked about? I was like, what? I said, you told me that you want this. If you want this, I know if you go home, you're not going to work. It's Christmas. You're going to be home with the family. You might train.
That's true. I mean,
but
Christmas in Norway, you'll be enjoying all this food.
But it was like, if you want this, you have to stay here. It's like, stay here with who? Everybody's leaving. I was like, but that's your decision. The greatest people in the world, they take routes that are tough. And I listened to that, and I was like, okay. So I started staying home. And I would say sometimes I would spend Christmas at his house. So he was not just a coach, he was like a father figure to me too as well. So.
Well, that's a nice thing to have, a coach that not just wants you to improve on the field, but also in general, like taking care of you, making sure that you are also taking care of outside of the field.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's a nice thing. And I wanted to ask how did this coach shaped you, like in terms of football and then the personal life? How long has he been part of your life since?
Oh man, both coaches shaped me really well. Yeah. Especially also outside of the field, because bro, I didn't like school. Let's be honest. No? I just wanted to play football.
You seem to be a guy that really loves reading, studying.
Today I do when I get a little bit older, But then in my head, I was just football. And he would almost every day, my coach would call me to his office. Be like, Serge, you need to also focus. You need to have life outside of football. You're not gonna play football for the rest of your life. And then I started taking things more seriously with the tutors and everything, and so he shaped me. He knew that I was alone. He knew that I said yes to the choices that I had to take to not come home for Christmas or summer and sacrifice. So it's like, well, if he's going to do that, he needs also to understand that that is not all that he can do. And first I wanted to do marketing in school, but I was never good in math. And then we had,
I remember marketing, is there a lot of maths though?
Yeah, business. Let's say business. I wanted to work in a bank. Basically, when I was...
all right, if you're focusing mainly on accounting, then you need to count the money.
Exactly. But I was not strong in math. And then I remember we were sitting there with my tutor and the coach. We're like, okay, what can Serge do that can benefit him outside of football? And my tutor was like, what about sociology? But I didn't understand sociology at that time. And then she was like, why don't you just go and try it, one class? If you don't like, we can see something else. And the first class that I went to was African American Studies.
Tell me about that. That can be an interesting topic.
And since then, I never turned back. It was a black lady, and I came in a classroom. We were like up to 100 students, big classroom.
Damn, that's a huge class.
Yes, and I don't like sitting in the front, so I was sitting up there.
No?
Yeah.
Not first row?
No. Those for the smart people. The ones that know, they know everything, I was sitting like up in the middle because the classroom was so big. And she was talking about how people think they know African story or slavery, but she was going deep in things that I didn't even know, you know, and the people I never met before. So it became really interesting to kind of understand where do I come from, who am I, you know, being black. And she was standing there, you know, explaining to us in ways that nobody ever do it. So today I know a lot of slavery and African American studies and stories that a lot of people don't, but I don't like talking about it.
I mean, you know, you get me curious, bro. So it's like, okay, so let's put it this way. If you were to pick, say, 1 or 2 lessons from that ladies' class, right? Something that you want to share, like something that people might not have heard of, you know, but it's something that is still with you to this day, right?
Okay. To one is know where you come from. It's so important because me being African, was born in Africa, we can say, I'm African, blah, blah, you know, but like, who are you? What type of African are you? Where your ancestor has to go through for you to be there. So that's one big thing that
you pick from that.
I pick from that people today, if anybody...
Know yourself, know thyself.
Know yourself, know where you come from. It doesn't matter your background because you might, there's a lot of things lying behind there that you didn't know. And, you know, I don't think it's not going to go too deep into this, but another thing was when I started learning how slavery was used, you know, how people were misused, you know, like they'd use, you know, slavery's teeth to create knives, you know, and hang up women upside down and, you know, cutting men's, you know, private parts and tell their wives that...
that can be a...
so, you know...
That can be a, you know, a tough or a difficult class to take.
Yes, it was, because that's why, like, my first time in a class, people were crying. Like, especially women were crying and sitting there, you're like, why are people crying? And then the more you learn, you listen, you're like, shit, this is heavy. And, but I'd really loved it. Again, it shaped me too.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, there's every life lessons, every lesson, every experience that people go through, right? We pick something from it. It shapes up somehow, right?
There is this book, I think her name is Chima, and this, if I remember right, her name is Chima something. She wrote a book which about African American, which we'll read in that class. It's an amazing book. I recommend people to find it. Awesome. Well done. It was
that's one thing that maybe people should check out if people are interested in learning more about that part of history.
Yes, right? You should because when you speak about slavery, people kind of speak above the water, you know. You have to get deep and understand it and feel it, because then you're free to live. Then you can probably say, "Sup, nigga," without feeling anything, you know, because you understand where I come from. You understand that if I say that, it's not provoking. It's reminding where I come from. It's my ancestors. You know, because the word nigger used to be used to be negative back then. But black people turned it into something positive, so always use negative. When you understand it, the meaning of it, then it's easy for you to just be free, you know.
All right. And then so after taking that class, you're like, you know what, I want to learn more about...
Yes.
Was it sociology?
Sociology. Because even though I took sociology, my first class was African American Studies because it was part of sociology. The course itself entirely. But I also had sociology class. African American class was the only class that was a little bit outside of sociology. Yeah, so I also went to sociology classes, and man, people were crying in that too. It was like, why are people crying?
Why?
But because also in those sociology classes...
You needed to get that coach in there, man.
I know, right? You should have come and cried. In the sociology classes, the professor was showing how basically women are being mishandled in the world, you know, like... but also women and men, especially men, you know, like, not just mishandled, but I'm talking about giving birth.
In what sense, though? In what way?
Giving birth. You know, how tough it is in the world, understanding children, you know, being there for people. It was mostly about women, how we can improve women in the world and how women are being treated down in certain part of the world. It kind of opened up my eyes. It's give you respect to women more and see them differently in a different mind and way. So yeah. Awesome. So every time I come to that classroom, I was like, today, prepare to see people cry. But it's okay.
Because you cannot cry on the field. On the field, it's tough love, right?
It's tough love. Yeah, but and then I became so engaged and I came back because I was playing sports and I was so good.
Of course.
So when you come to school, there was like a placard of my face. So the professors, most of the teachers knew who I was. And then when they knew that I was in the classroom, now I remember I told you I used to sit up. They would come, they say, Serge, come sit close.
Big man,
And
spotlight.
I know, and I was like, why? How do you know my name? And then when you're in a big classroom, when they call your name, everybody turn around, they look at you.
Of course, you're on the billboard, bro.
Yeah, she's like, I want you to come close here. And then I will go back and forth with her. But one time she was like, I've sent an email to your coach. We agree you have to start sitting in the front. And I was like, I guess I got to sit down.
You obey the coach.
I don't want to fight. Yeah, and that was good because it makes me pay attention more and learn more.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, so that was the US, right? And then you, so you got to trial with the pro team, New York Red Bulls, and you got your studies in sociology, right? But then you came back to Norway.
Yeah, because I didn't get a contract, and I was like, you know what, I need to go home and try home.
Yeah.
So I came back in 2019, but I was here only for 1 year. I played for a team called Melus in Trondheim. My first season, we did really well, but I didn't feel like home. I felt like here at home, they didn't see my football like they did in the United States. Yes. I feel like I was being seen as an underdog when I felt like, I mean, I was not just I felt, I knew that I was good. I deserved more. And I'm this type of person who, it's not I should get what I deserve, but if I know that I've worked hard enough to deserve
be
something,
there, right?
to be there, so should be right.
Yeah, but the special thing about being back in Norway and playing for Mellis was also that you play with your brother Victor.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So how was it like? You on the midfield, and then you have your brother on the wing.
Yes.
Right?
It was great because we used to play together in Rosenborg.
That too, right?
That too, yeah. But me playing with him, it was amazing because I know I am with him on the field. It's like we have this instant connection. I know where he is when I have the ball.
I mean, it's your brother. You sleep in the same house, so you can talk football all night, all day.
And that's what we do,
like,
man.
when I have the ball, start the run. You know what I mean? So
I'm telling you, and that guy is quick, he's fast. So you just when you have the ball, just put it in the back. He's gonna be there. So it was amazing to be around him and play with him again. And I mean, I was top scorer in my team. The first year, I had like 8 goals.
That was Mellis.
Mellis, yes.
All right.
We came on second place too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I knew you guys played at Mellis, but I didn't know that you were the top scorer as well.
He was. We were, and then we even came through in Arnhem and we played against Rosenborg.
That was where I was going.
Yes.
So. You go to Arnhem playing against Rosenborg. So how was it playing against Rosenborg? And especially, the coaches, because they know you.
Yeah.
What is it that you wanted to prove to them? What would you want them to see when they played you then?
What I wanted them to see is you made a mistake.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me, they did.
Yeah.
Because I could have helped that team today to be somewhere. And that is not even a joke.
Yeah.
But I was playing for a team that is a little bit,
Yeah.
But we gave them a good game for like 35 minutes. It was 0-0.
So it was a tough game. It wasn't easy.
It was a tough game.
It wasn't working on a park.
I was very competitive, bro. In that game, I was screaming everywhere. There was this time a goalie was gonna play a long ball, and there's a kid on the Rosenborg team. He tapped me on the shoulder. He was like, "Are you okay? Går det bra med deg?" Jeg bare, ja, det går bra. Hvorfor det? Han bare, du er overalt, du klikker på alle. Jeg bare, ja. I look at him, and then I look at him, I was like, er ikke derfor vi er her for? Du spiller for Rosenborg, du er stille. Bro, come on, up your game. Så jeg tappet han på skulderen, og så på meg og sa, du er gal. Jeg sa, ja, du er gal, du. Yeah. So, it was a good game, And, I feel like I did well. If we had a stronger team, I would have done even much better. But it was.
But did you ever consider playing for another team in Norway than Rosenborg? No, not at all.
Today, yes, but then, no.
So you didn't even consider having a trial with?
Yes, I did have
trial.
I went to Ålesund.
Yeah.
When I started having issue with Rosenborg, I went to a tryout in Ålesund, and I did well. I trained with the first team.
I see.
Yes, and I remember that training was in the morning, and they had me at a hotel, so I came up, we stretching in the gym, we get out there, we playing, and their captain, he tackled me one time, hard. I was on the floor.
Playing with the big boys now.
Bro, I was on the floor. I was like, It was painful. And the guy came up to me. He was like, no more, du står opp, dette er ikke guttelaget lenger. Du spiller ikke barnefotball.
This is a big man game, bro.
Listen, I stood up, I was so mad because when you tell us standing up, you know, I'm laying down, it's like, I don't like people looking down on me. So I stood up, I was like, what are you doing for fun? So the coach was like, go for a verandre. And the people, like, some younger players on the team too, after the training, they're like, you're crazy. Nobody on this team are going against our captain like that. I was like, I don't give a fuck if you're a captain. Me.
This is Balole.
Send it up to me. Oh, man. And that was supposed to be a foul. So I was in a tryout with Olesund, and I didn't get I was supposed to get the contract there, but I was in my last year of videregående there. So I couldn't change school
Secondary
right there
school,
to just take an exam.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that are happening in my career has nothing to do with me. So I guess it's all God's plans. It's all God's plans.
Ah, fantastic,
You know,
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right then. So let's say we are meeting Serge at 15-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Now, with all your experience, right, all you've been through, what would you tell Serge at that age, like, advice?
Today?
Yeah. What would you tell him?
The 15
Yeah.
years me?
Yeah.
That
Still, you might still be at Rosenborg at that time. So what would you tell them?
that keep doing what you're doing. Because I feel like the journey that I've lived today, I'm blessed, I'm happy, and I've got other blessings in other ways that that I didn't think was possible because I was just want to be a footballer. So I'll just, you're doing great. I'll tell a 15-year-old me, you're doing great. I won't change anything, and I won't take anything for granted. No. I'm thankful. Of course, life takes you up and down, but I've enjoyed every journey, man, and I'm looking forward to keep going.
Fantastic, man. All right. And then now, forget Serge. Now you're talking to any kid out there, right, who is dreaming of playing football at a high level, right? They're chasing the dream. Again, what would you tell them?
I will tell them to be, not to be. What there's a name for it. Just be different. Like, don't listen to people.
So so he's telling me, don't be afraid to walk away from the crowd.
Yes. Be skille deg. Vær alene. Be so different that people will think you're crazy, or that maybe you don't understand something, or that maybe you're crazy, or maybe you don't see yourself. That's, I mean, the best of the best in this world were different. They didn't do everything the way other people did. So be away from the crowd. Do things that will make people question you. Yes.
Awesome.
You know, train differently. Say no to things that you could have said yes to, that everybody say yes to, you know
what?
Because you know the sacrifice that it's come with it.
Yeah. Because when you say that being different and all that, the one thing that comes to mind is like obsession.
Yes,
right?
you gotta be obsessed.
Just be obsessed with that dream. Be obsessed with that desire to go pro. And, you know, again, people might not understand what you are working towards, but that obsession, that grind. You know
never let them know your next move.
Yeah.
Always live like if they don't know what you're gonna do next. Even if they talk to you every day, people are there, but like they just don't know how you're gonna, what you're gonna do next. And that's how you should be if you wanna make it in sport, in football. Yeah.
One thing, I'm a big Kobe fan.
Yes.
Right? Yes. And so
you're not alone on that one.
Yeah. So I remember this story. That was maybe when he was also a rookie, right? A rookie at college basketball, and he said, he gets to the room, people are not serious. For him, because he had this dream of going pro, right? And people are having lunch, he would just walk out to go to the gym. He's just doing his thing. You know what I mean? It's like...
that's what I'm saying. You gotta be different. You have to, know that you are not like the rest. Your mind is... I mean, even in college, there was time where if the training was not serious, I would walk away from... We are having training. And the coach was like, Serge, come back. And I keep walking. But he would run and come and get me and bring me back. But then after training, the guys on the field would be upset with me. They'd be like, what the fuck, man? That's childish. Why did you do that? I'm like, because you guys are not fucking serious. If we're here, we're here. We have to do this. I'm far away from home. I didn't travel all this way to come play around with you guys. I mean, is it good that I walk away? No, but I want to prove a point. And that's how I am. You gotta be crazy. And they were like track people, like running track, you know, because we had in school football, American football, runners. They would run on the field, and they would stop. They would see me. How is he working from training? This guy is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not here to play games, man. I could spend this time at home if you guys want me to. You know. So it's that you gotta be driven. You gotta have the passion. You gotta have the passion that scares people, but at the same time you're soft. So yeah.
Awesome. Well,
yeah, man.
Once again, man, thank you so much for your time, Serge.
Yes, sir.
And sharing your story.
Yes.
Right. Much appreciated.
Thank you. I just hope that someone out there can help somebody to be different, to be themselves, and work hard, and never say no, or never say yes to everything. Or most of the time, say no. Inject yourself with the word no. You know, it might hurt, but trust me, on the long run, you're gonna benefit from it.
Say no more.
Say no more.
All right, cool. Yes, and before we wrap up, once again, thank you to our sponsor, Katwanzuri, premium African coffee. So if you are a coffee drinker and you prefer specialty coffee, you should try out Katwanzuri. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you.